Hi everyone, turn 77. Let's see what we got going on here. I think this is Ruka Joe claiming the Throne of the Stars. Crossbreeding. We did find some sites this time. So DomeM found this free citadel, which I will definitely not complain about. This Dark Knowledge found this stuff. So Flesh Garden in this bowl, which makes 3 gems and free Banes. It's kind of silly for me to have a bunch of random Banes in this mountainous province, but hey, I might as well. Garden of Bones, Corpse, Curse of Blood, some movement. Sent some horrors to fuck with Asphodel with minimal success. Blood hunting. Generally, we're getting fewer blood slaves this time around because lots of my provinces are, I guess not this one, but some of the other provinces are starting to get low in population. So all of these have fallen below 5,000. These are 2,700 to 3,000. Like, I've been hunting a lot, and there's just fewer people around relative to what there used to be, which is what it is. I mean, I'll work with what I got. Some of these places are still fertile lands to hunt. I just need to relocate the harvest, basically. Like here's a prime example of that. Then battles. A Promised Land, sieging this Banderlog, liberating this fort from Asphodel. Finally took out these guys. So here's my Archdevil again, but with the new loadout that is not super vulnerable to fire. Sphinx keeps breathing death. Archdevil does not care. Let's see if he is actually... It doesn't actually kill, it just is 10 armor negating damage. So he can definitely withstand a couple of hits even if they get through. But he just smacks everybody down. What a great Archdevil you are. Yes, you are. So that gets me the Outer Throne. +1 magic, +3 pearls. I'll be claiming it in 2 turns with Hawaiian noises here. I've also got... I can put a little more PD there. I've also got Akashic Knowledge on the way, so I can see all the sites there. More skirmishers between these guys. Vanarus has also gone AI, it seems, which is annoying, but inevitable in some ways. So who's actually still playing this? Ulm, although they've missed a couple of turns. Mictlan. Abyssia. Chibalba. Facia is still human? Myself. Relay. Pelagia, technically. And Rigajo. So down to a pretty small number of people actually playing, and then more AIs than I really wish were still in it, but it is what it is. So Vanarus is fucking with Ashdod, and there are more AI battles. Attacked Shiniyama with this crew just going around causing trouble. So they'll just keep marching along until someone catches them, because what else are they gonna do? they can probably beat this force, but if these guys also move in, then that will not really happen. Siege from Asphodel. That is... Oh, that's not a siege, sorry. That's a siege. So here, I had some dudes patrolling, and they, well, as you can see, they did not make it. I wasn't actually expecting to be attacked here. Regardless, I'll send in one of my super combatants to deal with the situation. Here's the one that we're just looking at where a bunch of dudes just wandered in. Where is this? Oh, this is where I sent in some horrors previously. Repelled this attack. Beat up Shinyama with Lilith. And we already went over that. Sent this guy. Now, I don't know quite how this happened. Like, I moved Campbell's for free from here to here. How did they get here with 200 dudes without fighting cannibals for free on the way? Not quite sure. But regardless, I'm just bringing them right back to deal with this situation. Asphodel attacked Rugajo. Vanarus attacked Rugajo. Rugajo was irritated by this, but then he realized Vanarus was AI, so... because they had a non-aggression pact previously. One thing that is worth calling out here that you probably saw on that previous screen is these guys are all being led by a dog. So that is awesome. Where the dog goes, so shall we. AI Uruk continues to suicide into AI Ashdod. And this is a Shinyama horse over in the basement here. Though I really want this place because that has a lot of cash. Events. Storms. Gaia. Barbarians. Knights coming. The knights are coming here. So I'm just moving these guys out of the way. Because I have no real need to deal with that with a small contingent of lions. Got an adventurer, cool. A Lilith to join Lilith. Cymbeline. Extra cash in the basement. And less cash there. Alteration is cheaper. If I want to turn some dudes into giants or something. Which I'm not going to do. Lost some scouts. Found a scout. Still breached Banderlog. Finally breached Shambhala, so we're storming that. Light Hills is over here, and we're still working there. As for Banderlog, I've got this crew of dudes here. I will need fire resistance, which this Archdevil has, but Shudder here does not. But the other thing that I'm working on getting is getting a Spectre into the area, and this one is going to have the Cutlass of Piercing, which will actually like enable him to cut through all of this nonsense quickly. Disease. Oh yeah, all this crossbreeding does its toll, so we're moving out there. In general, I had to do a lot of troop shuffling this turn. I guess we don't really need to go over all that. So down south, still sieging Banderlog, still moving around through some of these random forts. I guess I don't actually have that much of a siege force here anymore. But Banderlog has pretty much nothing, so it doesn't really matter. In Asphodel still manages to throw 400 strong armies of crap at me, which are not very effective against my super combatants, but they keep me from actually making progress. So we're just gonna keep trying there. And Calum, we're mostly through with this, hopefully, assuming that the siege goes well. Leaving Calum itself for Ruga Joe as part of a deal we made. And then we'll send some thugs into the basement to mess with Shinyama. The goal will be to basically use thugs like Lilith here and others to deplete Shinyama's armies until we can actually siege down and conquer some of this stuff. And last thing to note is I'm casting 3 red seconds as well as the Akashic Knowledge on Minds of Despair here, so I can get a nice citadel for my troubles. Alright, I think that covers it. Just plugging along. It's been 77 turns of interesting, epic, and AI-filled experience, and I'll be back to you next time with turn 78.